Doing a little bit of planning. Let's talk about the next steps for this soon-to-be fuel trailer project. For those of you that missed out, here lately I bought a old horse trailer from a farm consignment sale. This is a Horseman's Pride made by Code Trailers out of Abilene, Kansas. Never even heard of them. I can't really find anything on the internet about them. But where this looks like a junky trailer, we're about to turn into something awesome. First thing, we're going to talk about the tires on here. These things are going to get tossed off and we're going to put on some good 14-ply tires. These things are dry rotted. They're just, garbage. I'm hoping to be able to keep the rims. Going to have them check them over just to make sure they're okay and they can handle the new tires and everything, because I really want them to fit the aesthetic. But now to the inside of the trailer, where all the cool stuff will be. Now, I think I'm going to have to replace the floor. The more I look at it, the worse it seems to get. So, not that big of a deal. I've done it before. But one thing that strikes me as a little odd, these are 2x11s. I think these are just like full-on bridge planks. So, that's a little odd. Never really ran across that before. But, yep, floor's going to have to come out more than likely, and we'll get a new one put in. That divider gate right there is going to come off, and that's going to get turned into the basket area where I will keep jugs of oil, coolant, def, stuff like that. That way there's no need for a divider gate, so we'll go ahead and make some use out of it, and again, keep it with the same aesthetic. Yep, that's what I thought. That board there is pretty well toast. And then this one here got quite a bit of wobble in it, and got stuff rotted out right towards the very end. So yeah, I suppose that's gonna have to come out. Now in here, pretty much right over the axles, will be a 200-gallon diesel tank. Got a local foundry here, great group of folks. They're gonna fabricate me a 200-gallon tank to the dimensions that I'm wanting, and hopefully that should be ready sometime after the first of the year. That'll be great. It's going to be square, baffled, the 1-inch drain on it. It's going to be exactly what I'm looking for in here. Then in the back, that'll be where the basket goes. And then around here in the front, underneath this overhang, will be where the air compressor goes, as well as the battery for the diesel pump and the 2 hose reels. Here in the nose of the trailer, you got these cool little access doors. Well, this one's going to say fuel, and the one on the other side is going to say air. The air hose reel will be right up by that access door there, and the fuel hose reel will be somewhere right up in here next to this access door. And the fuel nozzle will be kind of mounted up here, and some of the air stuff will be mounted up there as well. That way it's really easy to get to as soon as you open the door. A kind of a neat little thing where I'm kind of using stuff that I've got. The battery that I'm going to be putting in here to, run the fuel barrel and everything will come off of one of my DIY solar fencers that I make. Because generally when we're going to be using this trailer, we're not using our electric fence stuff. So rather than the battery just sitting there on the trickle charger, we'll get some use out of it. I also have a spare solar panel that I intend on mounting on the roof here. That way, make sure we keep everything good and charged. I also happen to have a few LED light pods, here and there, and planning on mounting some in a couple different places on the trailer. That way, if I'm working in the wee hours of the morning or the late hours at night, and I need to see what I'm doing, no problem. Hit the switch, I've got lights. Speaking of lights, this trailer is going to need all new ones. I think some of these might work, but we're just going to go ahead and take them all out, rerun the wires. That way I've got new wiring, some new LED lights here in the back. Make sure that everyone can see me when I'm going down the road. Now, I'm not 100% sure where it's going to go yet, whether I'm going to be putting it in between here or if it's going to be going in between here. But somewhere in here, I'm going to be mounting a toolbox that I was hoping to use on my pickup, but just isn't going to work. I've got this quick draw toolbox by Happy Jack. Basically, you just open the end and you can slide the drawer out. They're on really heavy runners, really heavy bearings. I was hoping to put this on my pickup, but it's just not going to work. So instead, it's going to get mounted on the trailer. That way I'll have a good place for the tools. And as far as the paint goes, she's earned this patina. We're going to go ahead and keep it. Had a guy reach out to me that has some rat rods and some trailers that are, you know, made to match. That way the aesthetic looks the same with everything when he hauls them around to different shows. And he pointed me towards this really neat type of clear coat that you can actually wipe on. And he said it has worked great for all of his stuff. Trailers, cars, everything. He highly recommended it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get this, once I get everything all fabricated up, we'll clean it up, get her good and power washed up, clean it with some of their soap that you're supposed to use, and then we're going to go over it with a clear coat, and we're going to keep this rusty shitbox looking patina. And then right here in the nose of the trailer, where the old plexiglass used to be for ambient light, that's where we're going to put the nameplate for this trailer. Now, I'm still working on a name. I haven't quite figured one out yet. If you guys have a good idea for a name, drop it in the comment section. If I like it enough, I may just pick it. Now with this thing, I am operating on a budget. The goal is to stay under $4,000. With what I paid for it, and some of the other stuff I've got laying around here, I should be able to stay under it. You know, fingers crossed. The local lumber yard here has a lot of pressure treated wood that they sometimes sell at a discount that works great for trailer flooring. So, hoping I can make use of that. So this should be kind of interesting. I'm excited for this. This will be kind of a whole series and an overwinter project. If you guys have any questions, any name suggestions, like I said, drop them in the comment section. As always, thanks for stopping by.